Hey guys, my name is Nathan Simmons, and I am with Colonial Life. I just wanted to give you guys a video, just kind of give you guys an idea as to what we're going to be doing on Wednesday. What we do is we're going to be providing some voluntary benefits for you guys, and not sure if you guys know how voluntary benefits work. They supplement with your medical insurance, and the way that kind of works is if you choose to do something, great. If you don't, great. But what I would at least like you guys to do, Terry gave me the opportunity to come meet with him, and he's given us the opportunity to come see each and every single one of you. So even if you guys choose not to do anything with us, at least give Terry a thank you just for coming out to see you guys, because he saw the value in it, and he knows how important it is to at least have this provided to you guys. All right, now I know you guys all have your own medical insurance. You either probably maybe have it through your spouses, or maybe have it individually, or maybe you just don't have it at all. And there could be a multitude of reasons as to who you went with and everything. We do not do medical insurance. We supplement and fill the gaps with what you currently have. Because here's the deal. The reason why I do what I do is just last year, there were 9 million Americans that filed for bankruptcy. And of those 9 million, 6 million of them filed due to medical bills. And what's crazy is of those 6 million, 78% of them filed had some type of major medical insurance, whether it was Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, or something of the like. Which is crazy, because we're all required to have it now due to Obamacare, and if we don't, we're going to pay the tax penalty. And we think if we have it, we're good to go, we're set, and that's not necessarily the case. And that's what we want to try to do, is kind of fill those gaps. And one of the reasons why all those bankruptcies occurred is just because people didn't really understand what they have. They knew they were supposed to have medical insurance, but they're not quite sure what exactly they have and what it will cover. We've got some benefits counselors that's going to sit down with each and every single one of you and look individually at your medical plan and find out exactly what fits your family's wants, needs, and desires as far as filling the gaps. Okay. Now, another reason that also happened as far as the bankruptcies go is just not many people have income protection as far as protecting their paycheck. All those people that had bankruptcies, they were in the hospital for a certain period of time, or they were sick for a certain period of time. And if you're not sick, you guys know better than anybody, especially in your business, that if you're not working, you're not getting paid. And hardly anybody that we meet with protects their paycheck. That's the crazy thing, is 72% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And you probably meet with a lot of those folks that do. And if there's ever anybody that gets hurt or gets injured and is in out of work for a certain period of time, it's hard for them to make ends meet for themselves and their family. And so we're going to be providing some options for you guys to offset that risk. And so what we're going to be doing is looking at some disability options. All right, now we know you guys, I know myself, I've got insurance on just about everything, whether it's my house, my car, cell phone, TV, many different things. But what's crazy is, just almost everybody that I meet with, they all have homeowners insurance, right? But what the risk is of something ever happening to a house, whether it be a house fire or anything like that? It is less than 1%. Less than 1%. But almost everybody that I meet with has homeowners insurance or renter's insurance or something of the like. But the chances of you being disabled or not being able to work for a certain period of time is actually 1 in 3. And yet nobody we meet with hardly ever protects their paycheck in some sort of way. I'll kind of put it to you like this. If you guys have a toaster at your house and you knew it was going to pop up $2,000 every month, would you insure that toaster to make sure that it was protected if something did happen to it? It's exactly like a paycheck. You have a certain amount of money you know is going to be coming in month to month. I would want to make sure that continues if something ever were to happen to that. All right, and we're going to be providing some options for you guys to do that with some short-term disability. We have disability that'll pay you day one of an accident or a disability all the way up to 2 years. We actually recommend looking at 6 months of disability because the average disability lasts about 4.5 months. All right, so we'll definitely be able to look at those options. You'll be able to speak with our benefits counselors and talk about your wants, needs, and desires, and they'll be able to answer your questions. Okay. Secondly, we'll be looking at some survivorship benefits for you guys. Okay, it's life insurance. We'll have whole term and universal life available. Now, with that, about 40% of the people that I meet with, they don't have any life insurance at all, or they say they don't have enough. And the main reason that I hear that is they just don't know where to get it, which is crazy, because it's on TV, it's everywhere, right? So the thing with that is, if you've got a CEO somewhere that wants $1 million policy, there are people lining up at the door to go see that guy. But if you got somebody that's just wanting $15,000 to $20,000 of life insurance just to help make ends meet for their family if, heaven forbid, something were to ever happen, or cover burial costs, there are not many people seeking out those individuals. That's where we come in. So even if you guys choose not to do anything with us, I would at least recommend looking at $15,000 to $20,000 of life insurance, just to help offset maybe burial costs if something ever were to happen. That way, your family is not financially devastated as well as emotionally devastated. All right, so we'll have some options for you guys with whole term and universal life insurance that you'll be able to speak with our benefits counselors about. Okay, and then next we'll have some catastrophic illness plans as well. I like to talk about the big three: cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Okay, with cancer, the minimum cost of cancer today is about $25,000 to $30,000, and that's if you have the best medical insurance possible. Which is crazy because 1 in 2 men are going to have cancer. 1 in 3 women are going to have cancer. I would venture to say that every single one of you knows somebody that has had cancer or who currently has cancer. Okay, it's a very prevalent problem in the world today. And so that's scary because medical insurance only covers about 35% of cancer bills. And with the minimum cost of that, like I said, with your best medical insurance, it's really scary. And so we've got policies that offset that. Something unique that we do is we will pay travel expenses for cancer-related visits. Okay. My wife has actually had a breast cancer scare before, and if heaven forbid she was ever to be diagnosed, I love East Texas to death, but I'm not going to be going to Good Shepherd here in Longview, right? I'm going to want to go to MD Anderson, right? And so we will help provide the travel for that, whether it be a flight, car ride, whatever, as well as pay for other out-of-pocket costs with cancer-related things as well. We actually had a benefits counselor in Tyler. Back in 2010, they were enrolling her mother and father's auto body shop. They got back to the office and they got in there and they realized that they were everybody in that office was only about one policy short from everybody in there getting some sort of bonus or something of to that effect. And so they told her, call your mom up and sign her up for something. And so she called her mom up and they signed her up for a cancer policy. Well, as God would have it, about 4 months later, in January of 2011, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So it was a God thing that they issued her the policy, which was a blessing in itself. But that was in January of 2011. In 4 months, she was actually in remission, which is actually pretty quick. But over the course of those 4 months, Colonial Life paid her family $24,000. And it certainly helped them offset their costs as well as help them make ends meet, because If my wife were to ever get cancer, I'm not going to go make her go by herself. I'm going to go with her. So you could potentially go from a 2-income family to a no-income family really, really quickly. Okay, so we'll have some options for you guys to look at for that as well. Now, with heart attack, the minimum cost of that today is, is like $75,000. Okay, with medication and everything else. And as well as the risk of stroke, and we've got other things that'll cover paralysis and major organ failure. We've got 12 different things with catastrophic illness plans. So you'll be able to look at that with our benefits counselors as well and ask them your questions and talk about your wants, needs, and desires there. Okay. Lastly, we've also got we'll have some accident policies that'll cover 24/7 on or off the job, pretty much any type of accident. Okay, from a broken neck to a broken toe. Okay, and then we'll also have some dental policies as well, 4 different levels of that, which is on a reimbursement plan. And then we'll also have a hospital indemnity plan, which is that is designed to offset a medical deductible. Okay, and the way that works, you can get anywhere from $400 to $3,000 in a lump sum benefit if you are in the hospital for at least 20 and a half hours. Okay, because let's say your medical deductible is $2,000. Not many people have $2,000 sitting around for them to be able to go meet their deductible. That's what the plan is for. Okay, and we do a lot of things. Basically, the way we pay out is in a lump sum benefit. Everything that we do pays you guys. It does not go to the doctor. It does not go to the hospital. It goes directly to you because it's your money. Everything we have is to help you guys make ends meet and help your family keep your way of living if something were to ever happen, whether it be an accident, cancer diagnosis, or a death, or anything like that. Because if, for instance, with that hospital policy, if we were to pay you, if you had a $2,000 benefit, we would give you $2,000 and you do with it how you please. If you need to make a house payment, you make a house payment. If you need to make a car payment, you make a car payment. It's your money. You do with it what you want. Okay? Because you can pay the hospital legally if you negotiate with them. You can pay them $5 a month and they cannot do anything to you. Okay? I don't know of any hospital that has ever gone and taken away somebody's house or car because they've missed a medical payment, right? But if you miss a house payment or you miss a car payment, what's going to happen? Okay? They're not going to be there for very long if you keep missing payments for those things. And so we're going to have the options to help offset the risk of that, and if anything were to happen for that as well. Okay? Now, we're going to be providing those options to you guys. We're going to have some benefits counselors come out, sit down with each of you one-on-one. Okay, I'm going to have a sign-up sheet in an email for each one of you guys to look at. We have created a sign-up sheet that makes it easier on you guys because we know you guys have a hectic schedule showing houses and everything else. So you guys are going to be able to look at that sign-up sheet, see where other people have filled in their slots, and that way you can pick and choose a time that works best for you. Because we do have to see everybody one-on-one at least for 5 minutes just due to HIPAA laws. Okay, and we have exactly the amount of slots that we need for each employee. Okay, so if you need a certain time, certainly give Stephanie a call, and we can negotiate something. If you guys need to set up a specific time or a certain time or a special time, we can certainly do that. You just need to let Stephanie know, and then she'll let me know. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I have to make a decision and I don't do it without talking to my wife, I'm going to be in trouble sooner or later. So I'm actually going to be attaching a sample rates sheet as well as some other information in an email to you guys that will just kind of give you guys an information as to what you'll be looking at on Wednesday. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, our benefits counselors will have those answered for you. All right, but certainly we would love to see you guys out on Wednesday. And again, make sure you thank Terry for letting us come see you because he definitely knows the value in this, and we certainly look forward to seeing